Evening, Friday, bitch night. How's everybody doing? Hanging in there. It's all good. It's fun stuff. Hey, welcome aboard. Thanks for watching. My name's Wade. I'll be your host. Your name's not Wade. You're not the host. Again, welcome, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, those of you that as of yet are undecided. Welcome aboard. It is bitch night. This is where you come to bitch. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to bitch. We're going to complain. I got lots to bitch about. Actually, that's not true. I got nothing to bitch about. Nothing at all. Well, actually, that's not true. I got lots to bitch about, but nothing you want to hear. Friday. It's been a good week. My co-host is still fluffing her hair, doing her makeup, and doing all those fun things. So yeah, okay, well, let's start with this. If you guys pull out your books, we'll turn to page 3 in chapter 4, and we'll begin tonight's lesson. No? Okay, fine, whatever. It's like school. It's like teaching school out here. So I did it. I took the plunge today. Push come to shove today. We took a look at the old budget and went, ugh. So I did it. I put my baby up for sale today. Kind of a soft sale right now. I gotta do up some more pictures and of the interior and stuff like that, and then post on Kijiji and Auto Trader and whatever to get rid of it. Just can't afford to pay. Got to get out from under the payment. That's what's killing us right now is the payment. So we'll get rid of that and buys us a couple bucks a month, and then we can afford to buy food and continuing on. Other than that, had a good day at work today. I was home by noon, which surprised the shit out of Doe. She barely got her boyfriend out of the house in time. So that was good. And speaking of Doe, hey, there she is.
Hello.
And she's gone again. And she's back.
Nope, I'm gone.
No, you're back.
No, I'm gone.
No, you're back.
I'm gone.
No, you're gone. Okay. There, she's gone. Fuck it, she's back. So that's kind of where we're at right now. No further medical updates on Doe's end of things because nothing's been happening. Just sitting here. Well, you got a phone call to go in for a 7 a.m. cancellation,
Yeah.
which means we would have had to get up at 4 in the fucking morning to drive to the city to let the dog out.
That's never going to change.
Oh no, that's just what I do. Yeah, we would have to get up at 4 in the morning to drive to the city for a 7 o'clock appointment. So that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they do get cancellations apparently.
Yeah.
And I am on the list.
Yeah.
So hopefully there's a better time coming.
Yeah, or more than 4 hours, 5 hours notice because they phoned later in the afternoon. It was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They phoned something like that. So it was pretty ridiculous.
Kind of got to prepare for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then you got an update from A, right?
Yes.
Chemo's
worked for her really well, and so she's in line for her surgery coming up that she doesn't know any of the details for yet because everything with all of this is kind of slow and pushed back. Some of it's to do with COVID, some of it's not. It's just
staffing, everything.
Yeah. So it's a slow.
But she has stomach and
ovarian
cancer, so everything worked for her, which is good. She's a nice lady. We've known her for,
I think the world of her, yeah.
Oh, fuck, 40 years
Brave,
at
brave
least.
lady.
At least that long. And then I'm outside last night. I threw some steaks on the open fire, and I'm standing out there throwing the
Well,
ball for the dog. And neighbor Gary does the old toolman Tim thing. Howdy, neighbor, over the fence, and informs me he's just been informed that afternoon he has stomach cancer. So he's awaiting treatments on that. So he's going in for surgery here right quick. So it's just been a shit show.
which actually makes me wonder what the hell's wrong with the neighborhood. How many other people in the neighborhood? You know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then we did taxes. Put a bullet in me. And Doe doesn't even know where this is going yet because she doesn't know the backstory of Tamara's taxes coming in that I know now. Doe, how much money do you owe?
$5,300.
$5,300 for a part-time drugstore employee.
That didn't, yeah.
You owe $5,300.
Yeah.
I'm a full-time truck driver. I got a $400 refund. I made more than double the money you made last year. Tell me
Well,
what.
I went into the office a couple of times and said, take extra money off me, and they didn't. So, and then through COVID, a lot of the hours got bumped.
I didn't get a haircut. I washed it. It shrunk.
A lot of the hours got bumped up, which put me in a different tax bracket, and they still kept it at what I was hired at. So,
Okay, so Doe after making what'd you make? 25, 30, roughly, something like that. 30, 38. Oh, it's $5,300.
Yep.
Okay. I know a 12-year-old and an 11-year-old that owe $400 each. So do tell, Brat.
It's $463.52 each. And mine was $3,800
Yeah, and Darcy's was how
for
much?
a widowed stay-at-home mother who does not work.
did you claim any of the kids as your own? I mean, the first one is equivalent to married,
Yeah, I did.
and still, hey.
Because I didn't have any childcare expenses this year, so back to daycare they go.
Isn't that ridiculous? So because Tamara, it's not the right thing. That's not what I want to say. Because Tamara stays at home with her children, doesn't rely on daycare, doesn't rely on a government subsidy for daycare, doesn't
Collect welfare, doesn't collect
employment insurance, but more
never
importantly,
collected
doesn't apply to the government for a $10 daycare or anything like that.
yeah. Didn't collect maternity leave.
Yeah. So because she doesn't take advantage of any of the programs, she has to pay for the fucking idiots that took advantage of these programs. That's what that looks like to me.
It's ridiculous.
It's just complete and total bullshit. I don't know how this country ever got so fucking turned around like that, but
Politics.
it's the way it is.
Keep voting.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think Lassie might be onto something. Talk to your MP. If not anything, it just fucking scream and yell at the MP and say this is utterly ridiculous. I don't work. I stay at home with my children. I'm not getting $100,000 a month pension.
Wasn't there something that you could claim for the time that they were homeschooled at home? Or no?
I don't know, Money Mike. Let me know so I can redo them if there is, but nope. As far as I know.
It's not even people sponging off the state of the better off. It's getting fucking hosed if you're not over 70 grand a year.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I remember years ago when Doe and I first started dating, she was in Edmonton housing, and at that time you paid, what was it, 30% of your gross income?
Yeah, it was one of those things you couldn't get out of because the more money you made, the more you paid.
Yeah, so you're taking 30% of your gross income every month for the rent. So you're never getting out of there because they've got you trapped in. And then if she was to put me on the lease, they would have taken 30% of my gross as well. So when I moved in, I didn't move in. I kept a separate address.
I had to.
Had to in order to survive.
It's gone right back to
Yeah.
that, except worse.
Yeah, it's back to that and worse because everything's so much more expensive. I'm not talking just gas. I mean, groceries are through the roof, and
But it cost me $184 to fill my truck
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
sucks for you to own a truck.
Well,
Yep.
I wasn't too impressed when I had to pay $65 on mine,
Yeah.
but I'm glad
Yeah.
it wasn't premium fuel.
Mine cost me $85, and it's premium, but I paid the same price as you pay for regular. So
Yep.
have
We also have to drive 52 kilometers to
Yeah, I
get
also
it.
have to drive 50 kilometers to get it, so I don't know if that's much of a savings at all, but it's a fun drive. Except for the guy in the minivan. Why is it when you own a sports car, people in minivans think that, oh yeah, this is the one I'm going to beat? Why? Why do that to yourself? Why embarrass yourself? Why that? Why make me ruin sets of tires? That's my bitch. Fucking Pirelli tires.
Oh yeah, here we go.
If you own a vehicle and you put Pirelli tires on them, I am going to walk up to you and I'm going to look at you and go, you get them motherfucking Pirellis off your car. And I'm going to smack you. Because they're the biggest piece of shit tires on the go. I had Pirellis on my
Adrenaline.
08 Adrenaline. A nice little truck, fucking little sports truck. Went like the wind. They lasted me 60,000 kilometers.
Yeah, 2 years.
And not 2 years, and they were worn out. I have 37,000 kilometers on my Mustang, and these tires are done. They're trashed, and they
Cal?
have them for 10 or 15,000 kilometers.
I went to school to be an accountant. There's no other deductions I'm missing out on.
Glassy loves his minivan. Well, Glassy, you're just fucking weird.
Yeah, well, that's because Glassy's a pervert.
Yeah. Glassy probably has that minivan with the free
river.
Wi-Fi painted on the side of it.
Minivans. Oh,
Yeah,
goes back
exactly.
to the one that Wade took out of the trees for $800. So
$500, and it was a damn good minivan.
So much wood paneling, it was incredible. And the first thing he did was we had a little porch in the house. He put the middle seats on the fucking front porch.
Oh man, and we were ghetto.
Beyond ghetto at that
But
point.
I got that minivan for $500, and I got it to use to haul musical equipment around and deliver flyers.
It worked for 2
for
years
the-
until it started to fold up in the middle.
Yeah,
So that was all right. Got 2 years. For
got 2 years out of it for $500, and I'm going to be doing that again. Get rid of the Mustang, and I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna find a piece of shit at work and something that's not salvage title, and throw a plate on it and drive it around. Fuck it. No, I'm done paying for vehicles anymore. I'm just done.
Anybody want to buy a truck?
That, and then I'm buying a fucking motorhome, and then I'm gonna sell everything out of the house. I'm gonna live in the parking in the driveway and in the motorhome, and I'm gonna open the front door and have an open house sale. And you come in and
Estate sale.
you make me an offer. I don't give a rat's drum kit. Make me an offer. $100, fucking sold. And that's gonna be my gas money to Mexico. And then I'm going to Mexico, and I'm gonna become an illegal immigrant.
Dreams. We all got dreams.
I'm just gonna live down there and become an illegal immigrant. I'll take half a truckload or half a motorhome load of Positive Mike's beer, and I'm going. Which reminds me, Tamara, you should come out here tomorrow.
She will be. She doesn't.
Oh yeah, I guess you will be. Probably will be because you're moving Sheldon tomorrow, aren't you?
He hasn't messaged me. Sheldon, am I helping you?
I don't know. I don't know if he's watching or not. For those of you
Probably
watching
packing.
yeah, he's probably packing. For those of you watching on Facebook, do yourself a favor, jump to YouTube. Follow me, Munch34M at YouTube. Type that in, do a search on it. Hit the like, subscribe, follow button, the whole 9 yards, and watch it here. And that way, when you have something you want to say, when you have a comment, we can actually see it. If you're watching it on Facebook, we don't see the comments. So do us a favor, jump over to YouTube, Munch34M, type it in the search bar, and away you go. Speaking of,
Also, just type in your name and look
Yeah.
for Bitch Friday live.
Of course.
sorry, special guest, Milo,
Milo, where'd you go? Come here. He's like, I'm out. I hate cameras.
Yeah, camera shy. Milo's there and Kona's down here. So we brought in Glassy. Glassy's dad, of course, is in the hospital right now. But some good news. He's
Yeah, he's
escaping.
coming home. So
He's got his escapee notice. So we wanted to touch base with you. And
When does that work? When does that?
well, he comes home Tuesday. We have the occupational therapists. They're providing a bed, a hospital bed. You know, those ones that weigh 8 tons and they swivel and do all that funky monkey stuff. He's got one of those coat hanger lifts to lift him from bed, to put him into his wheelchair and stuff like that. Other than building a ramp, which apparently is going to be a drinking party at my house next weekend, sounds like. Yeah, we're going to build a Peter Griffin ramp for Dad. Yeah. So, at least he gets to come home, so that's cool. So, better than spending it in a prison. If I can just jump back for a sec, Tamara, talk to your MP, because that's bullshit. That's what I got with my dad. That's what got me into the hospital, was reaching out to him. And even if you don't, you'd be surprised the amount of power that Twitter has. Reach out to Global, reach out to CTV, reach out to CBC.
Well, I mean, they make over the minimum episodes, so I mean, it's to be expected, but it sucks. They're 11 and 12.
There's no reason that their age should be paying fucking taxes on that. That's ridiculous.
Why not? They've been paying it since they were 4 and 5.
Well,
they're paying it on a pension.
Yes.
It'd be different if they were paying it on a $1 million fucking inheritance or something.
Yeah.
On my papers.
We're paying that on a pension because their father was killed because of an act of war.
That's right.
Is complete and utter bullshit.
But that's what I was texting Tamara during Bonzi's show. I'm like, that's bullshit, man. Fuck, reach out to your MP. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Total. Like, don't go, yeah, okay.
Well, no, it is bullshit.
It is.
But.
And I bet you how many other people across the country have families who have kids of war vets that are going through the exact same goddamn. I'd love to see Army Chris's take on that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would.
Positive Mike wants me to send Kel a link because she's bored in isolation. I don't want to send her a link because I don't know if COVID might be transferable through Restream, because Restream's so unstable.
Oh, it's so unstable. What a crappy. I mean, some portions I like it, but it drops, man. Does it drop for you? Like sometimes you'll go from full bar to like nothing.
I've never noticed a drop.
Oh, it does for us all the time. So.
We had one where it fell off, but that was a cable error, cable company error, a Shaw error, not a Restream error.
It was a surge.
Oh,
yeah,
we get a lot of surges.
We get a lot of power surges out here, so.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, rolling blackout.
Oh, yeah, rolling blackout.
She did try and give me COVID, but she did not succeed.
Reach out to your MP though. That's BS, because at least if they know about it, then raise that awareness, right? So.
What is it on? It's on. So it's not on their CPP benefits. It's on Veteran Affairs.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
127. What's that?
Yeah, I'd be losing my mind over that.
It's on an income replacement benefit. So
they're 12 years old. How the hell do they have an income?
Their dad did.
What?
A really good one. Hey.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just seems total horseshit to me. Total horseshit.
Oh yeah.
I'd be reaching out. Tag CTV, tag CBC, tag Global. That, because there's so many people. Like I said, get Army Chris's take on it and find out. Like, maybe he'll do a podcast on that. Like Bryce, we had Bryce Hooper on Hooper, and yeah, we're actually starting a podcast with him that deals with the mental health of Veterans Affairs and what goes on, because we have members here at our own Anavets that are going through the exact same struggles as him. There's people here that are involved in that class action lawsuit of myochloroquine or whatever the hell it is. Anyways.
I emailed the lawyers about that a few times and never heard anything back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, Twitter is one of your biggest, man. You get a lot of shit done through Twitter. I know it's a garbage app or platform, and it's full of a lot of hate, but man, you can tag a lot of people and get shit done.
That gets me into a lot of fights.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I was sitting here the other night and Doe's in the living room and she turns around, she looks at me and goes, "Who the fuck are you fighting with on Twitter?" What makes you think I'm fighting with somebody on Twitter? So I can hear your keyboard pounding all the way over here. I know you're on Twitter fighting with somebody.
I don't even, well, I do at times. Sometimes I'll roll up a joint. I'll be just sitting there and I'll be like, fuck it. Who do we troll today?
Yeah, I'll pop it.
Go ahead.
I trolled Theo Fleury.
Yep.
That's what I was doing.
Right after the
I saw that.
podcast.
Right after the podcast, I started trolling Theo Fleury. And about, I don't know, 20 minutes, a half hour later, I got bored with it. So I muted the whole conversation. Let them fight amongst themselves. I started the war. Let them fucking fight it out.
That's it. All you need to do, dude, is plant the seed, throw a little water on it, let it grow.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my Friday night of entertainment last Friday.
And by the way, minivans rock, by the way.
Minivans?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do. You know, if you don't like getting laid.
Hey, shut up. I had I took out the back seats, put a cot in there. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, I saw the chick you were hanging out with last night. That's a minivan tramp right there.
Dude, that was the most funniest thing ever. I'm like, I totally got to get a video right now. I was thinking, like, I've learned recently in talking with Tamara that in life, if you adapt Tamara's personality and what she could think of the scenario, man, it goes like 5 times bigger. It's awesome. So like, I totally got to reach out to this dude or her or him, whatever you know. And it was the funniest thing. I got to get a video of this.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
What did she say? She could breastfeed the Philippines or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
I was like, okay, cool.
Were they having a show at the bar or something there? Or?
Yeah, drag bingo.
Yeah.
I showed up after, but she was just coming out. I'm like, holy fuck, I need to get an interview with this chick, this thing. But again, take Tamara's attitude in life. Everything's a positive.
Yeah. Did
Exactly.
Tamara, did you and Bryce Hopper get a hold of each other?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. I didn't send him that.
Yeah,
Oh,
way to go. This guy.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
do that before after I sign off here. Yeah, 100%.
And Chris is in Europe right now, so I can't get a hold of him either.
Let's go
Army
bang
Chris?
on his door until he gets home.
What's
Yeah.
Army Chris doing in Europe?
Europeans. They have their yearly
He's deployed for something.
them and the Brits and the Canadian Army get together yearly for remembrance over there.
Is that the motorcycle thing he was talking about that got shut down by the cops?
I don't think so.
I think it was a party last weekend they were all at, and the cops shut it down, so they had to go to a plan B or something like that.
That was here.
Oh, is it here? Okay.
Yeah, that was here. He just left on Monday or Tuesday for Europe.
Right.
As far as I know, anyways.
Hmm.
So
So-
yeah, that's where he's at. So I can't even get a hold of him for you tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, I know I've gone off in 3 different tangents since then, but like I said, Dad coming home Tuesday, and we got home support coming 3 days a week, or 3 times a day. I shouldn't say 3 times a week, 3 times a day. The bed, the transfer, all that. The house is sized up. I brought the chair home. I even got all, I don't even want to say the term. Anyway, I won't even do that. But I wheeled the chair around the house, fit all the corners and stuff, so it works. So the OT was happy, and we're gonna see how it goes. So we give up Dad's apartment on the 15th of May. So we're gonna move his stuff out. He's, for the first time in my life, my dad's kicking me out of my own bedroom in my own house. I go to the smaller room.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
sacrifices have to be made, right?
Oh, 100%. I told Dad, he's like, well, I don't want this to be too much of a burden on you. I'm like, Dad, I'm 42, dude. You've been there for 42 years. It's time for you to cash some checks in on life. Right? That's what you do.
You guys ain't cashing shit over here. Like, I brought you chicken parm. You're good.
Can you have, I want chicken parm.
Move closer.
No. I'm going to come up this summer and we're going to have chicken parm.
I'm not making shit.
I'll be drunk on a golf course.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think we're golfing on Tuesday.
Ooh, there you go.
You
I think
can't
I'm
go golfing. You
scheduled
got a tax bill to pay.
to- Ooh, yeah.
I just said collect.
You know what? Fucking see what happens. Don't pay it. Just see what is
Mhm.
Revenue Canada going to come after your kids? That would
Maybe.
be-
Well, they'll tack on penalties. They'll tack on penalties on it.
Oh yeah, I guess they
Oh,
tack on
100
interest
money
and all that
Yeah.
bullshit. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are too far, Kel.
I can't
Oh.
see any comments.
Yeah, Kel and Mike live in another area code altogether.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
We went to meet them at Rabbit Hill Ski Hill.
Yeah, it'll take us forever to get home.
Took us 7.5 hours to get home.
Oh boy.
No,
I know. Get
it's ridiculous.
bad advice for what? What? Oh yeah, tell her not to pay. Yeah, don't. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like in BC here, up until 2 years ago, they used to charge you. Was it 80? I think it was like $84 a month for MSP, which is Medical Services Plan, because every other province across Canada is covered in the federal transfer tax, right? Your healthcare is covered, everywhere else is covered. So this lady, I get this phone call. She goes, "Hello, Mr. Glassy, calling from Revenue Services BC." I'm like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Yeah, you owe I don't know, X amount of dollars for MSP back payments." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Well, you haven't been paying your MSP bill." And I was like, "Well, how much do I owe?" And she's like, "Oh, X amount." I was like, "Weird." I said, and it just the straight faces I'm telling you right now. I said, "Maybe you call Ottawa and get more money out of them." She goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, in every other province across this great country of ours, in our Freedom Canada, it's covered when through our taxes, they send it back to the provinces, which covers our roads, our healthcare, our schools, education, blah, 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 blah." So I say, "Well, if I'm short, I don't know, maybe call Ottawa and get some more money out of them." And she's like, "Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Have a good day." Hung up. I go to Jen, my ex, and I'm like, "Dude, you're never going to believe what just happened." She's like, "What?" I'm like, so I told her the story. She goes, "You know what they did? They just took your file and put it up on the upper, what do you call that? The file folder for collections or something fucking."
Yeah.
But it's hilarious. But I never heard from them ever again. I've never seen a bill to the day. That was
Doesn't quite work that way here.
No,
3 years ago.
Yeah,
But
well,
you go ahead. Sorry.
Alberta is a little tougher.
Oh,
They send
but
it
you guys
directly.
don't pay for healthcare though.
They have to pay for prescriptions and stuff.
no, but not Alberta Healthcare.
Well, if you
Yeah.
want any kind of coverage, you got to pay
Yeah,
outside of
Through Pacific Blue Cross or whatever.
yeah.
yeah, and that's
Same as
that-
here for extended and stuff like that. But if you want to go to a hospital, like I went when Jen was pulling a chicken tray out of the oven and massively burned her foot to the size of like that big. She had a bubble. It was crazy. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And we were in the hot. Nothing. No bill. No. Nothing.
Yeah. We're
Here-
covered that way too, but
Yeah.
anything else outside of that, I mean, I just paid $354 for Alberta Blue Cross.
Wow.
That was the initiation fee, so to speak. Coverage will start May 1st,
Yeah.
and it's going to be $118 a month, and that only covers prescriptions.
Right. And in Alberta, you're paying for all your medicines, aren't you? With
Yeah.
If you're
Wow.
not in the hospital,
Yeah.
and they don't give it to you in the hospital, as soon as you're out of the hospital, it's
Out of your pocket.
Yeah, because they've deemed Dad palliative. Apparently, he goes to the top of the line and everything's covered. That's why everything's just happening miraculously.
He's also a senior, right?
Yeah, he's 72.
Yeah. So there's also seniors coverage that kicks in when they're 65, which covers a portion of that, and then I'm sure they're writing the rest off on compassionate care.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I'm too young for that.
Yeah, fair enough. Valid point. Yeah, I
But
know.
I'm hoping that next year, between my ostomy supplies and what I'm paying for Blue Cross and anything else that they throw my way, will be enough to get some sort of money back to pay off the debt that I owe.
Yeah, right. Hey.
It's like, yay!
Yeah, I know, right? It's like just when you start thinking you're gonna get ahead, it's
No.
always like, cool. No, not happening.
You can have $30 saved, and you're going to find a bill that's $31.99. It's always the way. always.
Yeah. If you're middle class in Canada, you'll never get ahead.
Oh God, no.
The only way you're going to get ahead for middle
is
class in Canada is to win this, and that's
Yeah.
the only way.
I don't even think would there even still be a middle class in Canada? Isn't it just poor and rich?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you get that
Yeah.
stupid Pierre dumb guy, whatever. And I liked him from the get-go. I liked what he did because he held him to task. But the more he opens his mouth now, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he was good as an opposition argument in the House.
Yeah.
Because you're right, he would hold him to task, but now there's quite a bit of shit he said that I've shaken my head over it. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
really?
I know. It's like, maybe I don't want to be
They're
there
all
or run the
combined.
Conservative Party because, yeah, right, it's no better, right? Like,
Yeah.
Conservative
They're
Party's
all-
still the Conservative Party. Fuck, like,
They're all the same.
I've never voted a party line anyways. I've always waited till I talked to each contestant, as it were,
Mhm.
and given them a job interview, and voted for the one I thought would represent my needs the best. So far, I've met with one person in the 20 years we've lived in Bruderheim, and that was a Wild Rose. That was provincial Wild Rose Party.
Yeah,
So-
Positive Mike, he's appealing to the lowest denominator. You're not wrong. Like,
Whoa, fuck! That's me. I'm a low positive denominator.
Oh,
He's
God.
got my vote.
oh my God. No, it's crazy.
Regular
Like,
ballot.
people
Yeah.
are so. That's how Canadian politics drags on. It goes on for so long with a certain party, and then they're so sick and tired of fed up with that party, then they go to the other party, back to that side.
That's
And then
exactly it. They never
5 years
vote.
later, they're so
Do you
pissed
want it
off
in the
with
top socket or the bottom socket?
Well, when you guys voted in the NDP, I was in Fort McMurray, and we
I
started
didn't
a counter on the board of how many days to the next election. And
Yep.
ever since we've had the NDP here too, I mean, sure they've done some good things, but not a lot.
But
least
that's
you're
what
not
happens when the population gets pissed off at a party for doing the wrong thing while in power.
Yep.
Instead of making the right choice and voting for positive change, maybe a third party, instead of conservative or liberal or NDP, vote for the Rhinoceros Party.
Yep.
Or go off the board, or spoil your ballot. Go in and write "fuck you" on it and fold it and put it in the thing.
Well, and-
At least it counts that you voted.
100%. Yeah.
Voters have a short memory because there's a lot of people going, well, the NDP sounds really good because of who they have leading it right now. And then they forget Rachel Notley and all the shit she did when she was in power. Like, hello, did you just forget your brain? Like, it's not going away. They just put somebody else in front of it.
Who's that guy before that had the legislative rooftop party? Jim something.
Here?
Yeah. Prentice?
Mm.
Oh, Prentice, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he have the rooftop? What's that? Something gate you guys had? I think I just got to Fort McMurray at that time. What was it?
But yeah, Positive Mike's right. That's how the NDP got in. People cast a vote for them just because.
100%. Yep. And we counted from the day because we'd already experienced the NDP here in BC from before when we decided we're going to build ships here in British Columbia. We're going to build some catamaran ferries. They spent
And Rev-
$494 million or something like that building these three ships. And they sold them to the UAE, the Emirates, for like $20 million a piece. And they were only like 4 years old.
Yeah,
And
it
these
was
still-
Redford that built the Golden Palace.
Sky Palace. That's it.
Yeah, the Sky Palace. That's what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not Prentice. No, it wasn't Kenny, I don't think.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't
you-
Kenny. Kenny
did
uses it.
Kenny
uses
uses
it,
it,
but
but I thought it was Prentice that, or maybe it was Notley.
It was Redford that built it, and
Right.
She's also the one, or not Redford. She's on radio in Calgary now. What the fuck is her name?
Oh, Danielle.
Danielle Smith.
That's it.
That's what she flew around on the taxpayers' dime in a privately funded jet with her entire family all over
Yeah,
Canada.
and so has
Mhm.
Trudeau. But
Yeah, can we
nobody
go back to
tells
talking
him
about
to.
firefighters? Thank you, Tamara.
That was Cal. But I agree.
Okay, firefighters. Yeah,
She's
I
like,
got nothing.
Kid.
I got nothing.
Tamara's messaging me earlier. She's like, I need a job, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, I need a maid right now. I got a lot of shit to move and clean. And she's like, oh, you can't afford me. I'm too expensive. I'm like, I could probably make a call for a fire truck. Oh, God.
See, the
Anyways,
problem with if Tamara wanted to see more firefighters, all she'd have to do is turn the heat on in her house while she's cooking supper.
It is so hot in here.
The problem with Tamara's house is that it's minus 47 degrees and nothing can burn.
AC 24/7.
oh, yeah.
It's so hot in my house right now.
What's
You need to
it's
plant
still
trees.
daylight there. What's the temperature there?
I don't know, 28,
No.
30.
I don't
Outside?
know.
They had trees on sale at Home Depot.
Well,
for
because the boys are both sick, and so they've been steaming in the bathrooms.
That does
all
nothing
the
for them.
humidity.
I know, just to clear out this, and it's so hot in here.
I did a test today because someone extended that I know of picked up the old C with dad coming in. But I'm not pregnant, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's
Helen sneezed on me.
Okay. Who's Tamara? Tamara went to Vegas, so you traveled. When
Yeah.
you guys flew to Vegas, did you test for COVID before you flew out?
Yes, the day before.
The day before.
Yeah.
Russ, have you done any traveling?
Not lately. Oh,
No.
well. I went to Agassi, which is like 20 minutes down the road.
No, but I mean flying.
No.
See, I went to Mexico in December, and I
Not since
tested the
COVID,
day before I flew out.
Mm.
But I also really, really watched my P's and Q's for about 2 weeks before I went, as far as interacting with people and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Now,
not
my
sure.
flight to Vegas cost $500 and some odd dollars. I didn't insure it because flight insurance would have been $200 and some dollars, and I didn't see the point in throwing another $275 or whatever it was on top of that flight charge. If I get sick and I miss the flight, I'm out $500. Whoopee shit.
That's it. A lot of people are getting caught in that conundrum.
Yeah. I have a coworker of mine that was supposed to go to Hawaii and tested positive the day before he was to fly out.
Ooh, yeah.
He and his wife. So there's $6,000.
You can fly from Edmonton, I think it is Edmonton or Abbotsford to Calgary right now for like a round trip, like 2 people, $85.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I need somebody to pick me up at the airport and I'll fly in.
Yeah. His was for his anniversary, and Kel was going to send me a screenshot she saw on Facebook that there was a fire in Bruderheim and they called in crews from Avant. Yeah, there was a huge fire, Kel. They had to get fire crews in from all over the place today.
Oh,
That's what all those sirens were today.
Why didn't you call me?
Hey,
Why didn't you call me and come over?
because you don't have a fire truck. Duh.
There's more.
Yeah,
bush-
one.
Does your credit card not have travel insurance? I don't have a credit card. Dude,
Oh.
that's simple.
you
So
Mine does.
no, I pay cash for everything.
I have
Except my
CIBC
car.
Aventura.
Yeah, no, I don't.
have credit cards.
We don't have credit cards.
Speaking of fire trucks, did you see on Twitter if you pay attention sometimes? But we've had a lot of protests here with old growth tree hugger hippies that blockade.
That's an NDP thing.
Yeah, I know. So this asshole is up on this 8-foot ladder in downtown Vancouver on Hastings Street, blocking traffic in the middle of the morning. The cops couldn't get him down off this 8-foot ladder, so they actually called the fire department with the ladder truck to put a sling in to pick this piece of shit up off of this fucking ladder and drop him down.
Mike, you can use your Visa debit card to book flights.
I saw that last year on Twitter. I think you reposted it or something, or you shared it.
What a massive amount of resources wasted for these people.
Yeah,
you know, the self-entitled, like these. I still don't figure out what these what's this motorcycle thing going in Ottawa this weekend? Is it veterans? Is that right?
Well, how do you book flights? I book it right off my debit card, Mike. I have a Visa debit card,
Same.
and it just takes the funds right out of my bank account. The motorcycle thing in Ottawa is for our freedom.
Is it veterans though?
No, there's a handful of veterans, but they're quasi veterans to say
Mismarked.
the least.
Oh.
They've seen 2 motorcycles there, and they were both cop motorcycles.
No.
So most of the people are in minivans. So there's no. It's just it's the Freedom Rally Part 2, and the cops aren't taking any bullshit from anybody. I've been watching on Twitter here a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
If you so much as jaywalk, they're hauling you off to jail. No, you're not getting a ticket. They just haul you off.
That guy that was yelling at everybody about their cameras or something like that, he was half decorated. I was like, okay.
Still looking into
That guy there, according to Chris, because he explained that the other day on Dean's podcast.
Yeah.
He had done 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan, was hurt in one of them, and that's about it. He was probably discharged after that.
Okay.
So he's not a career
Yeah.
or not a long career veteran.
Right.
Veteran nonetheless, but
yeah,
you know,
crackpot,
yeah,
Jackbox.
Cracker box train vets. Exactly. Kel's exactly right.
100% crazy. And
Same place. Cracker Jack box. Same place Mike got your wedding ring from.
Hey.
Fuck, I shouldn't say that because my beer supply is going to get cut off.
He's gonna piss in your beer. Greg's talking about wiping his ass. Okay.
Yeah, here, Kel, come here. Look at the top of this bottle. This one's going to Wade. He'll get the vid.
Oh yeah, the vid. Yeah.
Yeah.
How long is that goddamn cigarette you're smoking?
Whose?
Your daughter.
Oh, I'm not
Is
smoking
that
a
a
cigarette.
menthol?
No.
Okay. Because you asked me if we have menthols in BC. Oh yeah, hey now.
No.
Oh,
I
boy.
want menthols.
Yeah, we haven't had menthol in BC in like 3 years, probably.
Yeah, I know. Every time I go down to Mexico, I got to bring home 2 cartons or a carton.
Yeah, because so many bingo darts over here.
Yeah.
Not allowed in Canada, menthol.
Oop, that way. I always get
They
these
have them
wrong.
in Ontario on the reserve.
Oh
Ugh.
yeah, $5 a pack. Nice.
There's
Yeah.
$14 a carton.
There's
How much?
tips you can buy.
$14 a carton.
You can buy tips for the cigarettes tomorrow. You slide your cigarette in.
Things you put inside your packs that make them taste, but it's the same.
Wow, $14 a carton. Jesus, you can afford a bingo dart at that point. At that cost.
What I paid $3 a pack for those, or $3.75 a pack for the Snappy cigarettes that I brought you back from Mexico,
Yeah.
tomorrow. I can actually afford to smoke in Mexico.
You know what we should be doing is making a goal to quit smoking. That would be fun.
Quitting's for losers.
And quitting is rehab is for quitters.
Quitting's for losers.
Yeah, nobody likes a quitter.
I used to have a
Yeah.
T-shirt that said "Rehab's for quitters."
Yeah, can't Chris hook you up with some menthols there tomorrow? I mean, he's got connections for everything. What do you need? I mean, he knows the guy that knows the guy that has the guy. He is, in fact, a Mexican cousin to somebody.
Sheldon, am I helping you tomorrow? Send me a message.
Sheldon.
Oh, look, Sheldon's in the room. Sheldon, are you moving tomorrow? Did you find a place? It's very helping you.
Moving.
We have questions.
Both
Where
of
are
us
we
did
moving?
quit. He's right.
I'm not
Well,
packing boxes. I told you.
Doe and I
Better
quit
get
smoking,
me
what, 4 years ago? It'll be 4 years in December.
Ugh,
Take up chew. Ugh.
So 3.5 years ago. I used to chew, and then I slid into second base and swallowed, and that was the last time I chewed. Playing baseball. Oh,
Oh,
get your mind out of the gutter, you
of
fucking
course.
twisted
Oh,
individuals.
yeah. Wow, I totally went left with the Marijuana.
I know, so
What?
did I. As soon as the words came out, it was like, that's wrong.
Oh boy, yeah. It's like Bonzi going on about the Bukaki girl on Jeopardy. Jesus.
Yeah.
I think she only won by like $1 or something.
God. Anyways, so that's the latest update for me. I got bounced here.
Okay, well, thanks for updating us there,
I
Glassy.
will.
and Give you
Keep you
down a
guys
big
updated
blow and a
throughout the
hug
week
from
and
us.
stuff like that. And Doe, you take care too. Hey, like, and when next Friday, I'm going to join, but I'm gonna have Dad with me. So
Oh, even better. Right on.
Woo, Tom.
Yeah. Now unmute your phone. You got a little excited, and your mic's off on your phone now. Your lips are moving, but nobody can hear what you're saying. So is Sheldon, is Tamara
We're-
helping you?
Am I helping you? Are you moving to Dad's home? And are you moving to my? You're not moving to my home, right?
No, he's moving to our home. His bedroom's all cleaned out and ready for him.
Just don't
Okay.
stop my calls.
Yeah, just don't scuff the walls moving stuff in. That's all we ask.
I don't move shit. I just bring it.
I can't lift anything because I lift shit
We're not
all
going
week.
to be here.
Yeah, we're not going to be here anyways.
Right.
We're going out for lunch with Grandma and Grandpa tomorrow for our anniversary.
Anniversary.
And
Oh
what?
wait, let me recreate this
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
Every picture.
Every picture when you were younger, that's the look I always got.
Yeah. So okay. Well, that's thanks
Now
for joining.
the room's empty. The room's clean. It's just move it in.
Yeah.
We're not going to be here. We're going to be out with GG.
Can I back onto the lawn?
It's pretty soft. You go ahead.
You might get stuck.
No, you won't get stuck. Try and keep one set of tires on the sidewalk
Okay.
so you don't get stuck. Because the lawn's going to be pretty soft.
Okay.
Thanks, Positive Mike's Brewing, for the anniversary wishes.
Maybe
Yes,
I'll remember your beer tomorrow.
bring me the beer tomorrow.
Maybe.
We can celebrate with the cider. I want to try that cider in a big way.
Wait, Sheldon, it costs $184 to fill my truck. So, just kidding.
But what was I gonna say? It was Positive Mike's anniversary. Yeah, 27 years for Doe and I tomorrow in a row. Year after year, side by each. And Tamara with the look, eh?
27 years of tolerance.
By me.
Just think, if you would have killed me, you would have been out for a couple of years by
That's
now.
what I said about my ex.
Yeah. Actually, here you go. Here, I'm gonna put this in perspective. You spent exactly half your life married to me.
Ugh.
Think about that for a minute.
No wonder I'm tired.
Yeah, the happiest 27 years of Doe's life. And then she met me. Oh, no, it's been a lot of
Actually, I've
fun.
known you since I was 16.
Yeah. Yeah, we've known each other for years and years and years.
It's funny how that happens. You just
Yeah.
worked around the same circles.
Yeah. But it's been a fun 27 years.
Mhm.
You know, lots of shits and giggles, lots of laughs,
Lots of memories.
lots of memories,
Lots of crazies.
lots of crazies, lots of crazies.
Now I always get off lucky because nobody believes that I'm the one behind it. He takes the rap for it. So it works
Yeah,
out really
exactly.
well.
Exactly. Oh, go. It's my other love. I miss this love too.
You can't hold me responsible for every
Come on,
Mustang
dog.
that you've ever had that didn't work out.
Hey, why not? Come on,
Kona, come.
Kona.
Barking.
She's barking at something out there. No, I don't hold you responsible for that. We sold that to buy our first house.
Yeah, and for 26 years I heard, or 25 years,
Well,
all I
no.
heard was I sold a house, sold a car to buy a house.
That we had a working agreement on that. I'd
And I
sell the
told you
car.
when you were 65, you could buy whatever the fuck you want.
No, you said when we get the mortgage paid off, I can go buy an old Shelby. The fucking mortgage will never be paid off.
I told you when you were 65 and could enjoy it.
Yeah, well, I tried.
Yeah, are you 65?
I suffer from what's known as acute age dyslexia.
Are you 65?
I suffer from acute age dyslexia, and yes, that is a thing. I looked it up on the interweb, and it said so. So this year I'm 58, which means I feel like I'm 85. I'm turning 59, which means I'm going to feel like I'm 95. So yes, I've been 65.
They just don't listen to me.
That's my argument. I'm going to stick with it. Positive Mike's Brewing. He's sent some beer with Tamara for us, and we appreciate it. So we're going to give him a shout out again. We've tried 5 of his beers and they were all really, 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 really good. And
Buy the swag.
buy the swag.
people.
Go to the site. Buy yourself a T-shirt, a hat, badge, button, condom, whatever. And Cal's going to be 24 this year. Yeah, I know. Kelsey, and then when I turn 60, I'll be 6, and I can get away with anything I want. When you're 6 and an adult, ice cream for breakfast. Nobody second guesses that shit. They don't now because I'm the only one here at breakfast. And Doe doesn't know I eat ice cream for breakfast until now.
I know you eat apple pie for breakfast.
I eat apple pie. Yeah. I had apple pie for breakfast there the other
Which
morning.
really
so
is no different than eating a turnover.
that's exactly it.
Or
You go
a
to
strudel. Or
you get a strudel or a turnover or whatever, a fritter. Yeah. What's the difference?
Oh, new merch page coming.
Ooh,
Nice.
new merch page coming right on. So
New
that-
merch too.
new merch too, or the same merch? New merch. Mike's got three different beers waiting to be bought. And Kel says, "Have fun, Mike. I'm in isolation." You know, Mike, I think she's using that as a crutch, as an excuse. I think she's probably really healthy. She's just probably
She told me faking it. She drew the red line on the test.
yeah. She did a pregnancy test. Doesn't have COVID. She's knocked up, and she's using that as an excuse to not do anything. Mike, I can't help you, man. I got COVID.
I had a manic episode last night and cut all my hair off.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Pretty short.
It looks good though.
I had a manic episode and let you cut all my hair off. So turnabout's fair play, I guess.
Like father, like daughter.
What do you
Well, that's
want?
like when I cut mine off here, 5 weeks ago. It was just I was so sick of seeing long hair in the drain. It's like this is enough. And then I started losing a lot more hair, and it seems to have slowed down now. So it'll start again when I start my new treatments.
That's not so bad, Tamara.
I'll be collecting hats.
Yeah, hats.
Shortly, because this next
Are
round.
you wigs from the Halloween store?
Well, the next round,
Rockstar
I
ones.
my hair completely.
Well, it's not like we don't have a shortage of hats around here.
Yeah, but yours are all baseball hats. I'm talking, I mean, want a sun hat or something.
Fuck you.
Ugliest
What?
hats.
Or you.
It's too
No.
hot.
That's all you're gonna get now is hats.
No.
Too hot for toques. and
Buy you a
jeans.
nice visor.
Yeah, sure.
The one with like the built-in hair that like sticks up everywhere.
Yeah.
Get a fedora.
Yeah, fedora. There you go.
Whatever.
Whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. I
I'll
don't
wear
care.
a goddamn towel on my head if I have to.
Kel says beanies. Yeah,
It's too hot for
it's
that.
too hot for beanies. Whatever. I'm not worried about it. I'll figure it out when the time comes.
You dress me like a Hutterite.
Sure, why not? I like Hutterites.
Yeah, sure.
It's not happening tonight. New and final episode of Ozark is on. Never seen it. Never watched an episode of it.
Hockey game's on.
Is it?
Yeah.
How are we doing?
2-2 with 3.5
5 minutes
minutes,
left. Okay, yeah. I'm watching.
3.5 minutes, and we're on a power play.
There you go.
No, we'll call it a short night.
Yeah, we'll call it a night. We've been on here for a couple 8 or 10 hours now, so 53 minutes. That's a good one. That's enough. We got everything covered that we needed to get covered. Don't buy Pirelli tires. They're fucking piles of shit. I think that's my big bitch. Jesus, they're fucking
They're
god
a waste
awful
of money, and
tires.
if the car has Pirellis on it, just ask them to change them out before you take it.
Kel's binging Superstore on Netflix. That is a great show. I love that show.
I like the fact that the main character wears everybody else's name badge.
Yeah.
I've done that when I worked at Costco.
Tamara, you might want to think about shaving your head and buying some wigs too, because that when I throw out the "Why are you crying? It's your haircut," it really has a meaning now.
Yep,
So yeah,
Kind of a Beetlejuice.
it's fine. It'll be fine. This is
Yeah.
fine.
don't buy Pirellis, buy Michelin.
It's fine.
It's all fine. It's just
I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's okay. Can't afford a haircut.
you hear that.
Mm.
$35.
Last one didn't cost me anything but my dignity
You're fine. You're
And
fine.
soup.
and soup. Yeah, I'll get over it, I guess. Okay, we're out. Tamara, we'll see you tomorrow, I'm sure. Bring me my beer.
No idea, Cal.
Son.
No idea.
Okay.
Why does Amy always?
Amy always has a different name tag. No idea why, but it's hilarious. I noticed that on episode 2 or 3.
I didn't notice until you told me.
Yeah. I was like, hey, that chick always has a different name tag on. And yeah, she does. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, Tamara. Bring my beer.
And your son.
Bring my beer.
And your son.
Boom, she gone. Okay.
Just
Anything
don't
else
scuffle,
sad?
just don't
Yeah,
scuffle
just
all.
don't scuff the walls. Anything else sad? We updated A. Let's call her A. I haven't heard from L
Mm,
in the last little while.
still
She's
doing the same.
still doing the same, going through her rigmarole and her treatments. And Gary, the neighbor here, stomach cancer. We just found out yesterday, so we're going to be
Comparing notes.
and trying to give them a helping hand and a lift up where we can. And
I'd like to know if there's other people in
Yeah.
Rivertown that's recently been diagnosed.
yeah, so
Kind of curious.
if anybody out there is from Bruderheim or whatever and sees this, send us a message. Let us know what's going on in your life as far as cancers and so forth.
Yeah,
Be kind of interesting
it's
to
really,
see.
really. I was doing a little bit of digging yesterday, and since 1500 BC, cancer's been around, which I find still amazing. We've put all this money into different cancers and different researches over years and years and years, billions and billions. And a COVID vaccine comes about in 2002 on the market for 2021. And
Still not
we
a-
still not have a cure for any one of the cancers.
Still, the vaccine for COVID isn't a cure either.
No,
It's
the only thing that
And
ever
that's what-
came out of all the researches for cancer is that HPV virus.
yeah. And the reason being, and we discussed this the other night, the reason there is no cure for cancer, there's no cure for the common cold, because they make money. Everybody catches a cold. So everybody's off buying Dimetop, NyQuil,
I get
whatever.
that,
Everybody has a headache, so they're going and buying Tylenol. Blah, blah.
but it's become rampant in the last 35,
Yeah.
40 years.
Yeah.
It really has. So what has happened in the last 35, 40 years, the introduction of fructose to almost every food.
Yeah.
Now I get that it's fine in small quantities, but now you have it in every food.
Yeah.
So how much is too much?
Well, that's just it, and it's in the water supplies throughout the planet as well, because people are eating it, then they're throwing it out with their waste, their pee and their poo, and it's in the water supply.
It's in the water supply. You're eating. I want to know how much fucking Roundup is in each person's body. I seriously do, because other places have boycotted Roundup.
Yeah.
It's not allowed. It's still allowed here, and farmers are allowed to use it.
Yeah.
And what they don't realize, and they're just discovering, is they spray weeds down with it. That's all fine and dandy, but that soil is contaminated for yet another year. So those plants are absorbing the Roundup. They found it in the plants, and it's still in the market. So how much Roundup are you eating?
Yeah, well, it's like gas stations. When they close a gas station and pull the tanks out, that land has to sit for how many years before they can develop? I believe it's 10.
It used to be 10. I don't know what it is
Yeah.
now. And then if you develop pre, then you're looking at a Domtar situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just.
But I'm gonna go. I gotta let the dog out again,
Mm,
and we'll see you guys next Friday. If you have anything you want to add, if something comes up in your life and you want to discuss it, we're here. Shoot us a message. You can go meet us me on all the socials: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Those on Facebook. Look us up, connect, shoot us a message, and we'll help you where we can. Try and send you in the right direction, anyways, to find some support for whatever it is you need. And until next Friday, have a great week. Remember, do it to them before they do it to you. Bye, Doe.
bye.
You're gone. Oops. Kind of pushed the button a little too soon.
Premature, are you?
Little premature ejection. And on that note,